folks, Amber Bradaway here. It is Friday, March 17th. I would like to say happy St. Patrick's Day, and I'm excited to be filming today under this beautiful bluebird day. And I'm here today, I'm joined with a couple of members of the Fogs, and some of you may be familiar or maybe curious about this group of people who hang out in the parking lots. They have flags, they have tents, they have incredible tailgating parties. And the Fogs are friendly old girls and gals. They've been around Solitude for 40 plus years.
Well, skiing for over 40 and badges and formalizing it for over 20.
Wow. So we're here with John Eckert and Dave Furman. And so, John, you've been a part of the Fogs for how long?
Since about 04, I think it was.
Okay.
But skiing here at Solitude since 85.
Wow.
I came out here, I lived in the Midwest, came out here and just loved it.
Yeah.
And then Gary DeSeelhorst, who owned it at the time, offered these debentures, and I bought a couple because I thought this was the best ski area in the world.
Wow.
It had such a warm family feel. The tree skiing is spectacular.
Yeah, I agree.
And there are no crowds at all at that time.
Right.
And so I just loved Solitude. Couldn't wait to buy the debentures. Moved out here for only a couple of years, and then I was a Delta pilot and was going to go back to the East Coast. I stayed here. Yeah, 30 plus years later. I'm still a devoted Utah.
Right. So many say that. I may be joining that club here myself. So tell me, how did you get involved in the Fogs and why?
I was parking right next to Crazy George and Brigg, another one of the founders of the Fogs. And Bill Keller said, "Why don't you join us?" So I did, and the rest is history.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Dave, you have some young kids, right?
Yep.
How old are your kids?
2 identical twin girls at 3 years old.
Okay.
This is their second season skiing, and a 7-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And you guys are also, you and your family are also a member of the Fogs.
Yep.
Why Solitude? Why the Fogs?
Solitude, in my opinion, is one of the best ski resorts in the area.
Yeah.
It's definitely a locals resort, just has a wonderful feel about it. And it's very welcoming, especially to families, right? So my son at 3 years old became the youngest Fog ever. He smoked his first brisket. And if you've ever smoked a brisket, you know the passion. It takes 18 to 24 hours to smoke these briskets. And he did it start to finish and was a huge crowd pleaser.
That's awesome.
And then now his younger sisters, they want to follow suit. So this year at 3 years old, second season of skiing, they combine and smoke. That's our thing, right? Our family thing is smoking a brisket because we moved here from Texas and originally from Minnesota.
Sweet.
So so it's wonderful. And you want to see the crowd light up down here at the Foggy Bottom is what we call our area.
Yeah.
When these 3-year-old girls go around, they will say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
And you will just see guys that are just sitting there and all of a sudden they are just, ear to ear smiling. They can light up the crowd. It's wonderful.
That's awesome.
I should explain that to be a Fog or a Fog in training, because you're not a full Fog until you're 65.
Okay.
But we say everybody's a Fog.
Don't you have a pin or something?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, there you have it. There's a pin that you can get if you're in training.
So to be a Fog, there's no initiation. There's none of that stuff. It's just hang with us, be a good person, and finally cook a meal for us. And so as soon as you've hosted one of our parties, you're a Fog.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all there is to it. So his twins at 3 became Fogs.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh.
So now we have a family of 5 that is all hosted. And we're maybe the first family. I don't know, at least the youngest.
Yeah.
Youngest ones.
Well, you can see they're all decked out in their St. Patty's Day garb. So we're going to ski down with John and Dave down to the Fog St. Patrick's Day party. And we're going to get some video of that and also get a chance to talk to at least one of the original founders, George, right?
Yeah.
Crazy George is there.
Awesome.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop.
And this is Foggy Bottom, home of our parties.
There's the flags.
And we love it. Let's go join the party.
All right.
Yeah. Woo.
Sláinte.
The luck of the Irish.
All right, here I am with the George Pappas, who I've heard a lot. Crazy George. I'm going to let you call yourself that. So George, how did you end up in Solitude?
Hey, how are you?
Well, in the season of 81, 82, my roommate got tired of me bitching about snow, driving in it, shoveling in it, walking in it. And he says, well, since you're now working this night shift, maybe you ought to give skiing a try. And so our first season, this would be 80, 81. It wasn't a full season, it was just sporadic.
So tell me a little bit about the Fogs and how did it start, why did you start it? And
Okay, me and a bunch of guys were hanging out at it wasn't Last Chance, it was before it was Last Chance, it was Moonbeam Watch. And a ski patroller was walking through and he referred to us as Fogs.
Yeah, friendly old guy.
Friends of George.
Friends
That's
of George.
what I personally think.
I like it.
But no, actually it stands for something.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Yeah.
We took it to heart.
Yeah.
And so we made up fog badges. And we're just a group of people that loves the camaraderie of a ski resort. You know the way that you watch the old time Christmas movies and Christmas is more spectacular and special?
Yeah.
Skiing's still that way to us. Even though now there's so many people, and I understand.
Yeah.
But what we have is still remnants of past on days.
Yeah.
You know, we get together, we ski for a few hours in the morning.
Yeah. And so why have you stayed at Solitude? I mean, because you have lots of great resorts here, but what is it about here that's really stuck with you?
The lifetime people that are here. The people that have been pass holders here for years and years. The employees that have been here for years and years. To be able to walk past a person with a high position as yourself and be able to slap you on the back and say, good morning, Amber. No, it's special, baby.
Well, I'm not a long timer yet, but who knows? I may be one of those who never go back east. We'll see. All right, so we're with Donna Conway. Donna, you live up here, right?
I do. I moved to Brighton in 2012.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Awesome. And so I was remarking on Donna's hat, which I love. It's the Killington World Cup, which is back. I always had the fortune of going there and watching Michaela win a couple times. It's a highlight of my time in skiing. So tell us about being a local and being here at Solitude and what's it like to be a part of this group?
Oh, it's just wonderful. I moved here and I was here just during the winters. As I said, first winter was 2012. And I didn't know anyone out there at all. Yeah. But when I moved to Brighton, I came here from Telluride.
Oh, nice.
And my daughter, who had her fiance in Salt Lake, was like, Mom, Brighton is not Telluride. But I came and I skied one day, and the next day I bought a cabin. And I felt there would be a lot of interesting people. And so that first winter, I skied down here. I think I must have had big cottonwood passes back then. And I met a lady named Patty Stoffy, who was she's a mountain host.
Oh, yeah.
Had been one. And she said, you look like you're looking for somebody. And I said, well, not really. I don't know anyone here. And then she introduced me to all these wonderful people, many of whom were Fogs.
Oh.
And so then they told me every Wednesday and Sunday they tailgate, and I could just come down, and I started doing that. And now, before long, I had all these wonderful friends of all ages and all different occupations, and even including the little kids now who are becoming Fogs.
Yeah.
Or they're Fogs in training.
Yeah, right. Yes, we got the message on that. I think one of the things that I've really picked up on today with the group is just the love of Solitude. People love raising their families here, which is what I'm doing as well. The camaraderie that you find, again, it's, we're a great little big mountain. We have big terrain like many of the other resorts, but we have a nice smaller base area. It's a great place to meet people. I mean, we've heard about that with the Women on Wednesdays groups. We've heard about that. My daughter's experiencing that on Saturdays in the Cruisers program. So I think that's one of the things that really jumped out to me with this group is just it's a place to bring some people together, having friends to go ski and ride with, and enjoying always, you know, like on St. Patrick's Day, enjoying food and drink together.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. And also on the lift, I've met people from all over the world.
Right.
Absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
And I think out behind your main lodge, that big open area.
Yeah.
So many days it's so sunny and lovely.
Yeah.
So wonderful. And a melting pot of people, all kinds of people.
Yeah. There you have it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We are really excited about what's coming ahead. There's more snow. We're going to be skiing and riding well into May, and we'll see you on the hill in a couple weeks.